it's really important to know that you're dyslexic, because if you don't, you could get really annoyed at yourself that you don't know how to read and write properly.
It happened to me, it happens to all dyslexic children. So it's essential that we actually pick these kids up early and give them the support they need.
Early identification is crucial. The earlier a student can understand that they're dyslexic, we have a fighting chance to really keep their self-confidence intact.
Understanding that you have dyslexia helps massively in terms of how a child and a parent can then respond to the nature of the difficulty.
Many parents, I think, with the best of intentions, are reluctant to accept or to label their child as dyslexic because they have a misconception that it's going to mean all of these negative things. Whereas in reality, it's important for parents to embrace it, to lean into it, and to focus not only on the struggles, but also the strengths so they can help guide their child through this. Because many students will find that very label to be the most empowering, freeing part of the entire process.
The parents knowing that a student is dyslexic really gives them the pathway to start walking down, that there's a direction that they can go in now.
The number of parents I've spoken to who have said to me, we've been transformed at home by understanding the nature of this difficulty.
For the teacher, it helps to know that there's a reason why they're not memorizing their spelling words, or there's a reason why they can't read. When you understand that at the root of the problem is a learning difference, you can now begin to come to the student with different strategies or approach them with learning in a different, new way. So they feel engaged, they feel empowered, and all of a sudden, learning is attainable again.
It's incredibly important that in a school environment, everyone, the PE teacher, the lunch lady, the crossing guard, that everyone has an understanding of what it means to be dyslexic. And so that when a child in their setting might struggle with multiple step instructions or appear to not be paying attention and they interpret it as disrespectful, it's so important that everyone have this understanding, this foundation of what it means, so everyone can support a child in every environment.
An important thing to tell dyslexic children is they're not alone. They're not the only person that has struggled in school, that has had to overcome these challenges of reading and spelling. There are actors you can refer them to. You can show them an engineer who's found success. There are astronauts and there are authors and painters. Anything that they can dream of, they can become.
Every single classroom should be equipped and ready and knowledgeable about what is dyslexia and how do we serve and support students that have it.
Every kid's got to feel some sort of achievement, and I think that's where we're lacking. We've got to give kids as many opportunities to feel that they're achieving something.
Concentrating on a day-to-day basis of bringing those positive aspects and strengths of dyslexic thinking to the forefront, because that's how this poor self-esteem is then turned into confidence, because a dyslexic who has confidence is truly unstoppable.
Imagine a world where you've got, where you've got like a force of people who have this gift of dyslexia educated in a way that supports them. It means anything's possible, It means anything is possible. And that's the sort of thinking that leaders have. That's the sort of thinking that evolves humanity. That's the sort of thinking that, allows freedom, of expression and the potential for anything.